Hey, yeah, I don't know what this is gonna be, so if it resonates, I'm sorry. I guess if you make it through, you know you're not a weak bitch. I don't know which deck I'm being called to yet. I can already tell there's gonna be some irritation here. Oh, okay. So we're some stoner bitches. Oh, okay. This is Oracle, first of all. Pulling right out to change and nurture. Okay, are you not nurturing yourself enough? There needs to be a change in how you love yourself. What is it that we need to know with this deck? Trust. That is weird. That was on the top of the deck just now when I flipped it over to shuffle, and I noticed it, but I didn't call it. It's bliss and trust. And what I'm getting is I'm seeing this as like the northern star, right? Look up into the sky and see the brightest star, and I mean, however that resonates to you in the Bible story or whatever, but this trust and this belief that it's there and following it. That you're somebody who dances, like, you know, you're just like dancing around, you're like vibing around the house, like cleaning or whatever. Okay, wait, so they're showing me it's a song, Let Go. Not Let It Go, not fucking Frozen. Let it go. Oh, fuck. I can't think of it, but just that part. And you let it go. Let her go, something. You're worried that by letting yourself, so this was reversed legacy. You're worried that by letting yourself go, letting yourself cut loose, you're somehow putting shame on your family's name or your family's view of you or your legacy or your image and how you're being viewed. Because up until this point, there's been a lack of compassion for you by those people when you have needed them most or when you have been exuding your most authentic self, which made you your solitude. You value solitude because that's the only time that you feel like you can actually truly be yourself, which has led to an ego death where you've done a lot of shadow work. Manifester, creation. And now you're at this point where you've done all that shadow work and during that process manifested this life of abundance and bliss that you've wanted. And the kicker here is that it's showing me the trust is that it's because you had to have trust and faith in nobody but yourself in a way, you know, to find, for that to go full circle. How much time do I have left? Oh, I still have 6 minutes more. 4:04 on the timer. Whoa. Healing. They're showing me like a rope kind of, and I think some people think that healing and manifesting or working towards a career or being in a time of self-care or being in a time of productivity, being in a time of come-ups, that those are like periods of time that are consecutive, right? They're not concurrent. Spirit's showing me that these two things are very much reciprocal and symbiotic, like a yin and yang, like a ball rolling down a hill, that you can be very much focused on healing, and while you're doing that, you're creating and manifesting your new life. It's not one or the other. It's not healing first and then focusing on yourself or what you want. A lot of that, it comes intertwined. Because as each decision and question and thought comes up, what you do with it in that moment in time is dependent on how far along in your healing you are and what you're wanting out of it. And that can change at any minute, so it's almost twisted. They're showing me it's twisted like DNA. and they're showing me the twisted DNA thing of like the blue and the green, the blue and the purple, and then they're showing me these, the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, and they're showing me like the symbols of it. It's almost like on each end of the DNA strand with it twists, and it's almost like they're showing me this grounding of when you go through that self-discovery process, you go through that process of connecting the third eye and the crown, because a lot of people misunderstand that you need to just activate them and that they're already connected because they're yours. And what spirit is showing me is you have to actually integrate them. Wow. That's what's so, whoa. Dude, that was so cool. I'm sorry, I don't think I could put the rest into words because it wouldn't be doing it justice, and I'm not even going to try. You're going to have to hope Spirit finishes it off for you on that one. And I think that if you're still watching, I think that Spirit already is. Reversed, pay attention. It's one of those that if you're still here, you're not going to have to be told or explained that anymore. You're going to understand exactly what the fuck that means. 439, for some reason, feels relevant. Reversed resurrection. 439. Something about you're being held back, you're holding yourself back. 439, be consistent. Avoid ups and downs with your lifestyle routines. The inconsistency in your lifestyle routines is not going unnoticed by your angels. They encourage you to avoid overwhelming yourself and choose the one thing today you can begin doing consistently. Don't add another new routine until you've mastered this one and work it fluidly into your lifestyle. So that's what's holding you back from your newest resurrection, from letting go of everything, from feeling like you're finally connected, you finally made that step and things are finally aligning, is that your life is too chaotic right now. Focus on making your everyday, daily life simpler, and actually sticking to it and becoming consistent with it, because that's what will automatically allow the space and the energetic, first of all, the physical and mental ability for that, right? Because your mind's already going to be cleared, you're going to feel okay, you're going to feel more in check and ready for whatever this thing is. But also spiritually, you're showing that you have that space for that energetically. Once you do that, walking meditation, you're going to just be going. And I'm seeing the Chariot, that it's 808. 808 Lionsgate portal was just a few days ago. It also was 440 when I looked at the timer on this. Something about this next few weeks is transformation, it's transformative. It's going to really depend on your own energy. On if you are being stagnant with yourself or not, because you have things waiting for you that you've already earned. You have blessings waiting for you that you've already earned, that are already aligned to you, that are already yours, that are already written in the stars for you, but they're sitting at your doorstep. And if you're not going to get up and walk your fine ass to the fucking door and open the fucking door, you're never going to get them, but they're always going to be sitting there. What you do on the way to the door is up to you. If you go and get it, is up to you. Great diviner. Your greatest potential, your highest calling, your highest self, your highest purpose is there for you, because you've already manifested it by doing the work to be it. And you know that you've finally done that, but yet you are just not opening the door to it. Gratitude. And you think you're grateful, but are you really that grateful if you're not utilizing the gift God gave you? We want to say, oh, I'm so grateful for where I'm at, where I got brought. Are you though? Because you're not really acting like it. When it's like when you go to someone's house and someone works really hard to cook a great meal, but you're not going to eat it. Are you really being grateful and polite to the chef, or are you really kind of snubbing them, the fact that you're just sitting there staring at it? That's what you're doing to God when you're not going to sit and embody your purpose. So why the fuck are you scared, bitch? I hate that shit's talking about me. I hate that shit.